Once upon a time, at a bustling railway station, there sat a man named Omar in a quiet corner. He would sit there every day, holding out his hand for alms, but very few gave him money. His clothes were tattered, his face burdened with hardship, and his days passed in hopelessness. One day, a wise man named Zaid was on his way to catch a train. As he walked past Omar out of habit, Omar extended his hand and asked for alms. Zaid paused and looked at him, his eyes filled with curiosity and compassion. He asked, "My friend, why don't you do some work to earn a living instead of begging?" Omar looked up and replied, "Please don't mock me. I am a beggar. I have no money, no skills, and no way to start work. That's why I beg." Zaid nodded thoughtfully and asked, "How much do you earn from begging?" "Not much," Omar replied bitterly. "People are heartless. They rarely give me anything, and I don't understand why." Zaid looked up and replied, "My friend, people don't give you anything because you don't give anything in return. If you want others to give, you must offer them something in return. And always remember, life is about progress. Don't remain stagnant. Keep moving forward, no matter how small the step." With that, Zaid placed a few coins in Omar's hat, smiled kindly, and walked away. Omar sat there, pondering over Zaid's words. Give something in return, he thought. What could I possibly give? Just then, his eyes fell upon some wild flowers growing near the railway tracks. An idea sparked in his mind. He got up, plucked a handful of flowers, and decided that from now on, whenever someone gave him alms, he would offer them a flower in return. The next day, he put his plan into action. To his surprise, people smiled when they received the flowers. Some even gave him more money than before. For the first time in years, Omar felt a sense of joy. He did not feel helpless anymore. He felt like he was doing something meaningful. Days turned into weeks, and Omar's simple act of giving started to attract more attention. More people stopped to give him alms, charmed by the small gift of flowers he offered in return. Soon, he had saved enough money to think beyond begging. Then one day, Zaid's words echoed in his ears. Keep progressing in life. Don't remain stagnant. The next day, Omar went to the market and purchased beautiful flowers with the money he had collected. He started making and selling flower bouquets to travelers. To his delight, people happily bought his bouquets, and his small business began to flourish. One day, as he sat at his flower stall at the railway station, counting his earnings, Zaid's words echoed in his mind again. Life is about progress. Don't remain stagnant. A realization struck him. What's next? He thought. The very next day, Omar and his flower stall were no longer seen at the railway station. Months later, the same wise man, Zaid, was traveling through the region again. As his train stopped at a station, a well-dressed gentleman in a tailored suit entered the compartment and sat in front of him. The man's face lit up when he saw Zaid. Rising from his seat, he bowed deeply and smiled. "Master," the man said respectfully, "do you remember me?" Zaid looked at him carefully, but could not recall who he was. "I am sorry, my friend, but I don't think we have met before." The man chuckled and said, "A year ago, I was sitting at this railway station as a beggar. You stopped me and gave me advice that changed my life." Zaid's eyes widened with curiosity as the man continued. "You told me to give something in return and to never stay stagnant in life. Your words stayed with me. After you left, I started giving wildflowers to people who gave me alms, and soon I began earning more. With that money, I bought flowers and started selling them instead of begging. Over time, my business grew, and today I am the largest flower merchant in the city." Then he added, "It is all because of your guidance that I am here today." Zaid smiled warmly, his eyes filled with pride. "That's wonderful, my friend," he said, "but I only pointed you the way. It was your determination, your hard work, and your willingness to move forward that made all the difference." Then, with a gentle smile, the wise man placed a hand on Omar's shoulder and said, "The journey of life is long, my friend. Always remember, progress is infinite. So keep moving forward, no matter what. Even the smallest steps can lead to unimaginable success." The story of Omar, the beggar who became a successful businessman, teaches us that progress begins when we focus on what we have instead of what we lack. Often, we feel stuck because we believe we don't have enough resources, skills, or opportunities. But this story shows that even a small step in the right direction can lead to a big change. Above all, it reminds us of a powerful truth. If you change your thinking, you can change your life.